Let's go.
Wagwan.
We're back.
We're back
with another one.
Yeah, we're back with another one. Season 2.
I know, but in season 2, we're back. We're better, a little bit less screamy, a little bit less profanity.
Yes.
You know, we've grown. And we thank you guys, our loyal subscribers, for being on this journey with us. This journey of growth.
So basically at this point we want to stop swearing as significantly.
You
know, we've heard what you've been saying.
We've heard,
we've heard the feedback.
Yeah. At first we did, we did not care. I see, I really saw it. We didn't care, but we care now.
We care now.
See?
We care now.
We're in season 2.
We're completely new people.
Yeah, completely new people. We're even a bit lighter.
We're even a bit light skinned. The winter has helped. The winter has helped.
The weather's been fantastic.
It has.
The side of the world, wherever we live.
Puerto Rico. What is it, Puerto Rico?
Por Alamos.
I don't even know that's a fucking place.
We are again. Yeah, we see we go. Yeah, you see we going off. We're going off.
Okay, we're gonna try.
It's okay. The first episode, new season. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We're learning, we're growing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
But anyways, got a lot to talk about, no?
We do have a
lot to get
through.
Transfers. Saudi Arabia revolt.
You know.
The madness is football is changing. Football is becoming just pay the bills, bro.
I feel like that's always been football, bro.
Yeah, but
these niggas been earning bread, bro.
But now it's becoming more prevalent, bro. Now it's becoming like,
there was always this. No? It's just Saudi came through, and now everyone's like associating that Arab money with like the influx. People always been getting paid. Ronaldo, the guy was getting a crazy salary at United. But this Mbappe proposed thing, look, I still don't believe it fully. I still don't believe it fully because firstly, that would send that club into financial fair play.
Oh, but you see, this is Saudi. It doesn't apply to them.
Yes, but if Saudi want to join the UEFA Union like they eventually want to do, because that's Champions League, right? They're going to have to abide by financial fair play.
Yeah, but they don't have to do it now.
Yes, they don't have to do it now, no? But this is a 1-year deal they are proposing. This is a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
So that's going to be written into the accounts for the next couple of years. And all of that is going to be on one financial year. It's not going to be spread over like when Paris bought Mbappe. They could spread over the 5-year duration of his contract. It's 1-year contract. So that 300 mil that they're paying transfer fee and his 700 mil salary. So in a year, $1 billion is being taken by one player.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I've heard some crazy shit about like they do it like as a sports washing kind of deal where they kind of like fucking, I don't know like the technicalities behind it, but where they kind of like just like kind of like upping the league with all of the talents and shit like that. They kind of like propping the league up to where it gets to a point where they now can join the. But you know what I think is happening? I don't think so. I think there's something like undertone happening. I think that that Super League shit that's going on.
Yeah.
I think there's some secret shit going on there, and I think some of the players know, and the Saudi League knows, and I think they know that the Champions League is soon gonna kind of be like undermined or something like that.
No, 100%.
Because I think that's kind of giving these players more of the incentives to kind of like leave the Champions League, because the Champions League used to be so prestigious.
But here's the counter argument, no? That in order, so you cannot have any Champions League without the Premier League clubs. That's just not possible.
Yeah.
The Premier League club is what pays football bills, no? And written into the Premier League charter, the law, the Bill of Rights of the Premier League, the first one is that they are not allowed to join a breakaway European league. So in order to join that, they would have to leave the Premier League. Do you think I'm going to be happy if I'm watching Arsenal play Al Ahad at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, blood? What's going on?
Yeah.
I want to watch Premier League. As much as I despise the Brightons of this world because they smack my mandem up every chance I get, I need to watch Arsenal play English clubs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you got to think about it this way as well, no? Tip on this. Way back when, there was also this kind of like, way back when I kind of like done research on like the Busby Babes and shit like that, and it kind of like dawned upon me like, back then when the Champions League was being introduced, there was a similar kind of pushback.
The European League, yes.
The European League was first getting like formed. There was a similar kind of pushback where a lot of leagues didn't want their teams to be playing such a thing. You know what I mean? Like where the seemed like so outlandish. Obviously changes like a trip when it's like so big and so broad and such a massive stage. So I think maybe there's a similar kind of thing, and I feel like there's this big change coming in football, but I think in the coming years we're gonna realize that there is change coming in, and then the Champions League is soon gonna be falling. I hate to say it because it's prestigious and I love the Champions League. I don't want it to change. But I feel like something is coming because all of a sudden all this mad shit is happening. All these mad things are happening with Mbappe, all these players going to Saudi League and stuff like that. And we're thinking, are you guys gonna stop playing the Champions League and stuff like that? Is that a thing?
I'm gonna tell you the Champions League, The Champions League is bigger than Kylian Mbappe. I'm gonna say a controversial opinion now, and take this as you will. I'm going to tell you, and hear me out. It's mad. Kevin De Bruyne is a better footballer than Kylian Mbappe.
Nah, I could do that. I can do that.
In his current state, Erling
yeah.
Haaland is a better footballer than Kylian Mbappe.
I can,
like there's so many footballers I can name off that are better than Mbappe.
Yeah.
For the sole reason of the fact that what has Mbappe won other than the World Cup, which was with that France team?
Yeah.
Nigga, I could win a World Cup with that France team. I could win it. Just play me up front, but I've got one leg at the moment, and I would still finish something off.
Okay, let's say how about this? Let's say you got to choose between the two for Arsenal, Kylian or Erling. Who would you go with?
I'm thinking Erling today.
You know what I think in that sense it's kind of
Erling today.
It's kind of subjective because I know Erling Haaland's a machine. He's a better skill scorer, but I would take Mbappe because Mbappe he's kind of he's electric. You know what I mean?
Mbappe is electric.
He's electric.
But the cost of it is you're paying for the French ego.
That French ego is a big problem. 100%.
Paris are paying Mbappe a psycho amount of money. He's the highest paid footballer in the world. They have given him everything he could have ever asked for. And look how he's treating their club.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, football's I'm very principle based when it affects my club. So I must now have a player in my dressing room that thinks he's bigger than Arsenal Football Club and he's won a World Cup.
And that is a French thing. That is a French thing. That's a French thing.
They smoke their own goods.
Paul Pogba, Kylian Mbappe, all same WhatsApp group.
They definitely, because what has Mbappe won? Mbappe don't got a Champions League. Mbappe hasn't won the league every season he's been in France. Think about that. You went to the Farmers League and you ain't got no crops at the end of the season. What's going on, blood?
You ain't
What's going on?
Yeah, that's true, no?
And we keep dick riding him every time in the Champions League. Mbappe. When has Mbappe stepped up? Show me in the Champions League when Mbappe stepped up in a big game. Neymar was permanently injured. Every big game, Neymar was injured. Yeah. When Mbappe needs to show up, Mbappe doesn't. That's the reality of it. Because he's got no Champions League. If Mbappe equaled the Champions League for you, I could understand the hype and I could understand the importance of Mbappe going to Saudi. I can't understand that importance when this man hasn't done anything. And I don't want to sound like a hater and don't misunderstand talent-wise. Mbappe is more talented than Haaland. No? But Erling will sit in your team. Erling will be vibes with everyone on your team. He's vibing with everyone, that weird little...
Chemistry-wise.
Yeah, chemistry-wise, Erling's going to give you that. Performance-wise, Erling's going to show up every day. Erling isn't going to be sad because he didn't get a special birthday message from the president of your club. Erling's not going to throw his toys out on Instagram, chatting mad shit. But Erling moves properly. Look how Erling left Dortmund. He knew he was going to City. He scored his last goal and he goes, thank the fucking Dortmund fans. He's got that temperament to him. Mbappe's more of a brand than he is a footballer at this stage. Because can you tell me the last time you've seen Mbappe turn up, blood? I know.
I've seen him turn up a couple of times, though. I won't doubt.
For France, I've seen him turn up. But I cannot tell you the last football game where I've sat and I've watched Mbappe. I'm like, this nigga, another level. I can tell you when last I've seen KDB do that. So KDB do that last season, countless times, where he just ascended. And I'm like, so it's clear you're the best footballer on the field. It's clear. Kevin De Bruyne is my current best player.
Nah, KDB is different, gravy, 100%. I don't even know who's my best player.
In terms of consistency of performance and level of performance, KDB is going to pull up every day and do the same thing. Mbappe.
Reliable. But also KDB he's getting up in age as well.
Yeah. But Mbappe has put so much work into his brand that the brand is actually bigger than the player. I know it sounds crazy for one of the best. Look, he is a top 3 talent in the world, But the brand is not matching.
When the red flags start going off, when you start seeing these bros at the fashion events. When you see these bros at fashion events and they're wearing some weird shit and they all on the boards and all that shit. I see him like with Oakleys on this board. I'm like, oh, you see that? Now, see, that's the thing. When they start doing that stuff,
Now they're
there's already like bandwidth, bro. You only have a select, as any human being, you only have a certain amount of bandwidth. And where your attention goes, energy will flow. You know what I mean?
100%.
And with Rashi, it's the same thing. With that, yes, he was feeding the homeless. That's good. That was going to cause. But
That's a distraction.
It will affect your football at the end of the day. If you know, if a bro's about football and football only, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen.
You know that man's about
You don't see
his
KDB at the Paris
Fashion Week? No,
you don't
blood.
see that, bro. You don't see that, and that's for a reason. My bro, he's got his mind on what matters.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
when he plays football, he is fully invested in that. When he's not, he's living his normal life, blood. He's not trying to. And the thing about these football stars is now when you start doing the fashion weeks and the Oakleys and all of that, once you fall off in football, you fall off in that.
Yeah,
You're not getting that same brand deals, and that's such a big part of your personality. You know, like I keep hearing, oh, Mbappe and Kim Kardashian. I'm like,
You always hearing these stories like that, no? Mbappe and this, Mbappe and that.
I heard
Mr.
one
Ron's
story.
model,
I
whatever.
cannot tell you how many goals Mbappe scored last season.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that.
I also can't tell you.
Yeah,
Well,
and that
it's
should tell you.
quality,
But I
yeah.
can tell you that he's been met with Kim Kardashian a few times. I can tell you it was at Paris Fashion Week.
Was
I
it
thought-
Paris? I don't know. Maybe they
Yes,
should
it
have
was
done-
Paris Fashion Week. And
Yeah.
that should tell you we are hardcore football people. And we cannot tell you a thing about his football, but we can tell you where he was for.
I saw he was at a couple of NBA games as well.
Like,
I don't know what just at the
he's
one
wearing
he-
bellies in New York, blood.
Yeah,
Who-
Mbappe is everywhere. blood.
They don't
He's
know you in
everywhere.
America,
Yeah.
blood. Calm down. You're
Yeah,
not that
it's
guy.
bad. It's bad. That's such a complicated one, no? But you know what? I want to ask you. What do you think? Like, my trip is, no? They say okay, 1 year contract, no? And then he goes off to Madrid. And he has his maiden voyage, whatever.
Yes.
whatever. My trip is, no? He goes to Saudi for the 1 year, no?
Yes.
They paying him the big bucks, like as in outrageous.
How's
money.
Madrid gonna afford him?
How is he gonna go from that to Madrid? Like, they are not gonna be able to pay him that same amount now. He's not gonna be able to live that same kind of lifestyle. Because I don't know what the tax situation
No,
is
in Saudi,
as well.
what is Saudi's tax?
Check what is Saudi's tax. You know what I mean? You gotta also remember like more money, more problems. So like if he's gonna go to Saudi and it's supposed to be a 1 year thing and he's gonna be living like that, he's gonna have to give up that lifestyle to go back and we
you
know
know-
Spain got tax.
No,
we know they got tax.
Spain is deep. In
You know we got
tax,
Spain got deep tax. So you must kind of think like, will this bro be able to give up that for like the prestige of football and stuff like that? Do you know what I mean?
No, and
or will he sign another one?
He's not like a football connoisseur. You know, there's some men
Yeah.
that you can see they just love ball. bro.
And I can't even blame him like from the human aspect. Like, you know what I mean? Yes, football is one thing, but at the end of the day, like, yo, bro, like if you are just have an outrageous amount of money, like that kind of hunger, it diminishes, bro.
there is an
It
hunger.
diminishes. Like he's now 25 and he's earning enough money that he doesn't need to actually win anything anymore.
He doesn't need to do anything
Yeah.
further. And think about it now. He's earning money now that if you were to put it in timestamps would dwarf what Messi and Ronaldo were getting at this age. Because Mbappe is a generational talent allegedly, no? How old is Mbappe now? 25.
25.
25. Think about
24.
Messi at 25. Messi had that 81 goal season.
Yeah,
by
like
25.
look, the difference is stark.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's stark,
Gravy wise,
Yeah, it's
we've
different.
been
It's
dick
different.
riding Mbappe, but I don't know why. Like
it's different, bro.
I can't
It's
see it, but look.
Mbappe's like fucking Nani back
That's
in
the
the
truth.
day. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But look-
in terms of
But
comparisons.
fucking Mbappe, let's talk about some serious things here. Who do you think's winning the transfer window at the moment?
I think obviously it's the Gunners. I think the Gunners. I think the Gunners are building on momentum. I think they're building on a good season. I think it's just your time to do that animal deal. I think if there was ever an appropriate time to do those like animal hauls for
Yes.
one player, it would be when you finished up running up and you just came short with like the way you guys fell short.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll say you guys bottled it still, but like, you guys, you could tell that it wasn't like, it was a narrow bottle. There was a couple of games that if you had gotten a different result in those couple of games,
It's just
it could've
Liverpool,
changed-
Southampton, West Ham.
It could have changed the entire narrative. And I think
It was 7 days.
when it's that narrow, no? When the gap is that narrow, like then you can maybe get a animal piece. You know what I mean? Maybe that will now change that. But if the gap is as big as it is for like say for example like Chelsea United, like There are more pieces. You gotta like close that gap. You know what I mean?
It's almost how I think of it is, no? Like if your car is having problems, if you buy a car, second hand, this car is not running well, the motor isn't great.
Yeah.
Going to go and spend 10,000 rand on the rims and a paint job is not going to help you with this
Yeah,
car.
absolutely. 100%.
You know,
100%.
fix the motor.
Yeah,
make sure once the motor's running solid, now you can add the rims.
Yeah,
now you can get the paint, you can get the sound system, you can get the subs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like Rice is now being added to. Like I was watching Rice play against United, no? And everyone at Arsenal was mid. Everyone played mid besides Bakayo. But I then watched Thomas Partey come on, and I was like, okay, I see the sauce. Thomas Partey's sauce. He's like his technical ability is outrageous. Like Rice can't break the lines like Partey. Like not yet, obviously, but. I'm thinking, so now I have Rice. Now I'm sitting looking at my squad. I'm like, so last season I had a good squad, but now I've added Rice into a position where I necessarily wasn't weak.
Yeah.
Defensive mid, we have Jorginho, we have Thomas. Like you weren't
You
weak,
can have a
no?
stacked midfield right now.
Yeah,
as it
but
stands.
we added to a position where we were strong already, no? We added Havertz. No matter what Havertz is going to turn into, we have the option of 6'2" guy Havertz.
You just had to add that.
I had to add, he's a giant.
He's a giant.
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yeah,
I kind of missed
he's
that.
a big boy. 100%.
That's a big boy blood. And then we added Timber. Timber is wow. Timber has really impressed me. I won't lie. Timber is what I want from my right back position.
He's going to play right back for you.
He's playing right back for us. He's going to play right back, defensive mid. He's going to be our inverting. Like Zinchenko does on the left, he'll invert on the right. And he's perfect. Like, he can turn out of pressure. Like, we've added so many pieces. The position I thought we needed help in was right wing and maybe a striker that's going to put the ball in the back of the net. But that's a piece that can maybe still come late in the window if maybe Vlahovic is available for a lick of you slide in.
Would you go for Vlahovic?
Yeah, today.
No.
Today. I'll take him today. I want options. I want Jesus is nice. Jesus is not going to score me 20 a season. Yeah. Eddie, waste man. Sell him to West Ham.
I think Eddie's a waste man, you know.
Eddie.
I don't think Eddie's a waste man.
Eddie is not a waste man, but Eddie is not the level to lead me to a Premier League. Eddie will not lead me to a Premier League. Not a chance.
Not on his own.
No, he won't. And right now, I'm at the stage in my team's development where if you aren't going to take me to that next level, you need to go. That's why we're holding on to things for sentimental value. My team is at the point where we are 1 or 2 players away from going to the next level.
Yeah.
That 1 or 2 players must come in.
100%.
So I would rather have Gabriel Jesus come off the bench. I looked now, like I was watching the game before the United preseason one. Yeah. Trossard came off the bench, and Trossard, I was like, Trossard's a cam now.
Trossard's a very versatile player.
Bro, Trossard plays in the 8 and Trossard is absolute silk. And then I'm like, but we have Martinelli, now we have Trossard, we have ESR. Like, we've got so many really good options. It's not like before we had Mustafi. When Mustafi go, we have Squillaci. we have David Luiz. Hector Bellerin is gone.
Squillaci go from assistant coach to fucking centre back.
Hector Bellerin. Look here, I'm going to name you. I remember taking the screenshot. No? I'm going to name you Arsenal's team. I think it was like, not even 2014. It was not a long time ago. Someone's just going into random work stuff. Okay, so this is our game against the MLS All-Stars in 2016, okay? In goal, we had Petr Cech. At left back, we had Kieran Gibbs. We had Bielik, the one that plays for...
Who's Bielik? What?
He plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach now. We had Rob Holding. We had Debussy. We had El Neni and Coquelin at the base of our midfield. Campbell on our left wing, Jack Wilshere in the 10, Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right, and Theo Walcott in striker.
But this is the time Oxlade-Chamberlain was absolute fire though. There was a time he can burst on the scene. See Ox in the box.
This wasn't the time. This was injured Ox. This was when Ox comes back, he plays fire, gets injured again. Like, look at this team. Now let me read you our subs. Iwobi, Chambers, Willock, Akpong, Martinez, fire, respect, Zalem, Shaka, Bellerin, Monreal. That was our team. That was the team that's on our field, not of the players available, was actually our best team.
No, that's crazy.
Can you imagine that? We can maybe swap out Debussy for Bellerin. That would have been a natural one. We would have put Shaka in for Coquelin. And we would have put Who else is in here that can actually start?
Nacho Monreal.
Monreal over Gibbs. Nacho's my nigga. I stand by Nacho. Nacho is one of the best left backs I've ever seen in my life.
Nacho a real one.
Nacho came to work every day and did work. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of John Stockton. There's nothing flashy going on here. They were just outrageously effective at what they do.
If you got the basics down, bro. You know what I mean? If you got the fundies.
You just have that
If you got the fundies, you got a lot.
It's not flashy players, just players you need in your team that you know are going to give you 7 out of 10 performances every time. Every game, big game, small game, Monday, Tuesday, they're going to give you 7 out of 10 minimum.
Yeah.
But that was the Arsenal team, blood. Yeah. My Arsenal first 11 now, like, I can't even...
You say it's stock.
I can't even fathom it. Yo.
There's nothing but
20%. So they themselves have no tax for Saudi citizens, but everyone else pays 20% tax.
Everyone else?
Yeah, like other citizens, like people like, if I was in South African that went there, I would pay 20% and up. And now bear that in comparison, where France has like a 60-70%
Go to Spain, because that's where he was going to.
Tax.
Yeah.
France tax rate, I know Zlatan was paying like 60-70% tax. France does not play, and that's also why they have to pay such exorbitant salaries. My signal's trash right now, but that's the gist of it. Look, right now we're doing well. How do you feel about you guys' signings?
I think I can't be too mad because look, on the channel last season I was saying what I wanted was what's exactly happening right now. I know that we tried to go down the route of that animal pieces, the big pieces. No. They tried to make like monumental changes within like just one move, you know what I mean? But actually it's kind of like the 1% rule, you know, it's supposed to be incremental and like kind of picking up like a player like Mason Mount is exactly the kind of transfer I want.
He's perfect.
He was perfect, like in terms of he's not too old, he still has a lot to prove, he's not outrageous a lot of money, he's played in the Premier League before and he suits the position that we need.
And you know his quality.
And we know his quality.
He's one of the infinity stones.
But there's a step up he can take. Onana, there's a lot around the Onana signing that's a bit weird.
Can we pause on the Onana thing? Can I just say I would like to take this moment to tell the mic very closely. My prayers have finally been answered. David De Gea has left Manchester United. Now we can watch the world burn. Yeah. Now that man, that demon is gone. I'm gonna have so much more fun watching United games. Yeah. Because I don't care what he can do. Right? Yeah. I don't care what he can do. I don't care what any other keeper can do. No goalkeeper in the world has ever shown me flames like David De Gea. I sit watching your games nauseous. Because how has David De Gea saved that? How has David De Gea saved that? How did he just save that? Like, he makes saves, no? That defy gravity, defy logic. Like, he's the only keeper I've ever seen do that.
But that would be the problem of the whole transfer itself. It's so divisive. It's such a divisive transfer. Do you know what I mean? There's always been David ins and David outs. And like
I'm a David out, thank God he's gone.
It's so crazy. And like, there's been people talking about, oh, the modern goalkeeper. Oh, he needs to be able to do around the world while he's standing on the poles. You know what I mean? All this weird shit. And at the end of the day, he's still just the keeper. Look, David was excellent. I love David from the bottom of my heart. It's sad to see him go. I felt like it was coming eventually. I think just for purely age-wise, and I think, I suppose it's time to move on from that. Like, it was going to happen eventually. So it might as well just happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to happen eventually.
And Onana's a very good replacement.
And he's a very good replacement, but he's going to make mistakes. He's gonna pass to one of the strikers and they're gonna score. That's
100%. And you know it's not gonna help that the fact that this nigga's skin is so dark blood. You know that's not gonna help him.
Yes, 100%.
The racial abuse is incoming. 100% we can see it.
And I think it's weird because like as soon as something's gonna go wrong, there's gonna people be like, we should have kept David.
Blah, 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 they're gonna fully turn on him. They're gonna
It's just a very divisive exchange, and I just can't wait till like 3 years pass by and like you can just settle and we can like maybe stop chirping and all of that.
I love it. Yeah. Me, David De Gea left United.
Yeah.
The only player that sits in this league now that must still leave their club of ones that have given me trauma. No, it's two. Kevin De Bruyne needs to leave City. I ain't got no time for that. and Harry Kane needs to leave Spurs. The second Harry Kane leaves Spurs, Spurs are going to go back to being a 10th place club, a 12th place club. When they lose Harry Kane, Spurs is gone because you've just lost 25 goals a season in the league.
Yeah, that's true. No?
Where do you replace 25 goals? How many goals did Spurs score last season in the league?
Not that much. Not that much.
I think they scored 30. No, they didn't make it past 50.
Yeah.
If you take away Harry Kane's goals, Spurs are in very big trouble. So I'm very excited for all of this. David De Gea leaving, best thing to ever happen.
And like the possibility of getting is it Hoyland? It's Hoyland.
Yeah, it's Hoyland.
Well, it's very good. He's young. He's 20 years old. He's not that expensive, and I like the pieces that Erik ten Hag is getting in. But you know what? I think it'd be great. We get all these signings, no, and like all the pressures on them because it's United signings. You know what happens? Mason Greenwood gets to play this year, and everyone forgets about anything else because now there's a odd APEIEST on the field. And people are going crazy.
I will never allow it.
You see, I
will never allow Mason Greenwood to play for my club, Manchester United. Never.
That's the one thing that's going to relieve all the pressure of Onana, like Mason Mount, fucking Hoyland, whoever. But all that aside, no, I think it's a decent transfer window. I think it's decent. I'm not expecting outrageous like, to just challenge and blah, 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 blah. I'm expecting us to just move quietly. You know what?
No, United can't move quiet. Let me tell you one thing.
All I care about.
No, they can't move quiet. Because we know United supporters. United supporters are that irritating girl on Instagram that posts everything in her life. Yeah. That's who you saw. There's no way you saw. United cannot move quiet. You're going to win one game. United's title challenge this season. Yeah. Onana's taken us to the next level. Yeah. Really, you can see Ten Hag playing out of the back. You saw him bypass the press at Brentford every time. Ivan Toney from... like, you know. Yeah. I saw a poll recently on who's the most delusional football supporters. And Manchester United and Arsenal fans were level.
100%. But look at all of this is sideline talk. You know what I mean? The real, what's that word? Is it cow in the room? Or elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Is Sia. As soon as the thing gets sold, that's what I care about. I don't care if we don't sign nobody. I don't care if we are 10th by middle of the season. As long as we get sold to Qatari owners. I'm full on Qatari, bro. No. I don't want no Sir Jim.
No,
I want a clean wash. I want to wash.
He's one of our own. He's one of our own.
I want a
Sir Jim Radcliffe. He's one of our own.
Now you see,
one of our own.
From what I've heard, no, like the sub-jump thing is very difficult. Or considering like what.
I'm vibing. I want Sir Jim, blood. I want Sir Jim.
Like what the structure of his deal is, because there's basically like a lot of men that has like stake in United, so like they all need to be paid out. So it's a bit complicated, it's a bit complex, but like. I have a feeling, bro. I have a feeling that Qatar is gonna be the one. I do think so.
I don't smart that.
I do think so, 100%.
I don't smart that.
And like, you know, once that happens, bro, you know, I'm not gonna say we'll be back, you know, but I think there'll be a kind of like a new, this like cloud that's been hanging over you. Like we won't have excuses anymore. Firstly, there won't be any more excuses. There won't be any more.
No. Let's not mistake anything. He will find excuses. United supporters will still find excuses. They're going to complain about the paint. They're going to complain about the sky. They're going to complain about everything besides the things that they can actually do. Like, they will never be the problem. You saw shit this season because you saw shit. No, it was the Glazers. It's the paint in Old Trafford.
Look, it wasn't. We won't say that we were shit.
You want shit.
Because of the Glazers. You know what I mean? But like, in terms of like you do the car analogy. You know what I mean? Like, let's say we were driving on a car that like, yes, the car was taking us places, but we had a blown head gasket. You know what I mean? So like there was still a lot of damage that was happening. You know what I mean? So we just need to fix the head gasket, get our groundwork in place.
No, this wouldn't even be a head gasket. This is a brand new motor. You just popped in a brand new.
You say a brand new motor. Yeah, 100%.
You put in a Ferrari motor in your Golf.
Instead of even fixing the fucking head gasket, we just switch out the motor entirely. But like, look, it's been coming. It's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? Look, if it comes and it goes to, and everything goes to shit and we crash and burn, whatever. but at least we tried. You've got to try, bro. Remember what I told you that one episode all those times ago? I want exactly what City has. I want the exact same thing. And if we can't do it with that, then we can't do it. But like, that's what I want. I want what City got. Just copy and paste, and lo and behold, we have the opportunity to get exactly that. It's just crazy. When I said that, I never actually thought it was a reality.
I remember like shortly after that, the link started coming up. And then
all of a sudden, Qatar is now in the mix. And now I'm like, we're so close, yet we're so far. I feel like we can touch it down. It's tangible. So like, give us a chance, bro. And I think a lot of it's creating a lot of anxiety around the league. Like, it's just okay when Newcastle did it, but if United is doing it, because if United gets taken over by Qatari owners, it's gonna kind of like
United are gonna have pool and they're gonna have money.
Yeah, it's gonna leave
and
a
they already have money.
Miles, bro.
They already have money.
Yeah.
You already blow money like you have no business to.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna get an unlimited bank account to blow more money. And to be very honest, a big part of the oversaturation of player prices has been at the hands of Man City and Manchester United.
You think
solely? You are responsible for more.
PSG,
you're responsible for more than 50% of that. In the Premier League, United and City are responsible for more than 50%. Just think between you alone. Think how many massive signings you have. Chelsea's close behind, no? But if you put United and City alone, we've spent 2 billion in the last 10 years.
Crazy, bro.
In the last under Oli, you spent 600. Oh, was it 600 million under Oli?
I can't remember. Video advice. So we asked have been just been telling money. Burning it and fucking dancing around, singing Ollie's at the wheel, bro.
When the going gets tough, Ollie gets rough.
That's crazy, bro.
I love Ollie.
It's been a crazy journey, no?
I miss Ollie actually.
It's been look, Ollie wasn't too bad. But anyway, let's get back on track. Yes, our transfer isn't that bad. But the real transfer is what I'm after. So the real fish to fry. The club transfer. The club transfer.
Okay.
That's what I'm geared up,
Okay.
bro,
Wait. Fuck. Not fuck, because that's a swear word. If we were to rate the top 3 transfers, no? So I'm going to give you 3 arrivals and 3 departures. So what was the 3 best bits of business done in arrivals for a team?
Let's check down here, because what if we're missing someone?
No.
Arrivals and departures. That's
so I would say my top 3 signings so far this season would be Rice to Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think very importantly would be Mount to United.
Mahrez went to Al Khalilia.
Al Khalilia, yes.
Yo, that's crazy.
Bro, they're making bread. Who else? And then my last incoming signing. Who do I think is? And then Bellingham, obviously.
I think Bellingham to Madrid. I think Bellingham is a fast, bro.
He's a fast, but I want him to slide Chouamini out there fast. 6'4", 22-year-old.
I want that Camavinga, bro.
You can take Camavinga. I want Chouamini, bro. Chouamini.
It's very difficult for me to choose like top 3 transfers.
Top 3 transfers right now. I'm gonna tell you the top 3. Like outgoings. I'm gonna tell you now. Christian Pulisic. That was a robbery. Everyone that went to Saudi. Did you see they sold Fabinho? I think
Saudi as well.
Fabinho gone he was also a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
They got money for Jordan Henderson at 36. The Saudi Liverpool got money for that. I think it was 2 more or 12.
I'm telling you, it's a crack to the fucking financial fair play system.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
can't
we sell some people to
Saudi,
Saudi,
bro? They're washing this guy.
Can't they come in with 80 mil for Thomas Partey? That's what I want. 80 mil for Thomas Partey. No, I don't want to sell that. That's also been another thing. I've been very, very I've been having an eternal struggle. Do I want to sell Thomas Partey? And I've settled on the answer. No. Thomas Partey is goated. I just need to stop letting the outside world control my mind. I watch soccer and I've seen Thomas Partey play. I know he's the...
I've heard a lot about this Arda Güler.
No, that's so hyped. This Arda Güler is so hyped. I've watched him play now. And you know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
It reminds me of when Martin Odegaard joined Madrid.
Yeah.
It was so clearly the wrong decision for him. And Arda Güler going to Real Madrid at this age was so clearly the wrong decision for him. Go to Dortmund.
Yeah,
you want to become a superstar? Go to Dortmund.
Yeah, 100%.
You want to become one of the best players in the world? And then go for a
Yeah, 100%
go
go
to Dortmund. If I
Dortmund.
was a young prospect and I have a 17 mil release fee, I'm phoning Dortmund. Blood, you don't want your next up and coming 100 mil superstar here.
Come pick up, take me, come pick me
Yeah,
up.
come pick me. I go
Come
to
pick me
Dortmund.
up,
I go live in Germany for 3-4 years. When I'm done there, I'm gonna go sign for a S-tier club on an S-tier salary, and I'm gonna be one of the best players in the world. And I'm not
And
going
then you
to.
can go and be cocky if you want.
Yeah, you can go and be cock like Sancho. Like you can go and be sad and yo, did you see how fat Casemiro is, blood? What's going on?
You want to say you first? You're like, nah, he's having fat Sancho is nice. Casemiro was always like that. You're so
No.
stocky guy.
No, Casemiro's fat. Did you see his neck?
Nah, he's just. I saw
No.
him.
Did
I
you see
saw
how
him.
Casemiro looks?
I saw him. I saw him.
Casemiro's
With his
cock fat.
haircut. The
He's
thing is,
cock fat.
he's not. He's always.
He's cock fat.
He's a stocky. He's a stocky, bro. Casemiro's always look like that, bro. You
No,
didn't pick
did
out.
you see the picture? Did I send it to you?
Which picture?
No, I sent it to someone else.
I saw him in that game. He looks like normal. Do you know the thing is? He just cut his hair, so he looks a bit different. So like his cheeks are a bit more like. Obviously, when you cut your hair short, it can exaggerates like your features and stuff like that.
I'm looking for it. Fat.
Typing, you know, this bro is typing in Google. Casemiro, fat. That is what he's typing in. Oh, that's fucking mad.
He looks like one of Pablo Escobar's henchmen.
Listen to me.
ball like
Listen
the
to me right
Barbie.
now. Listen to me right
We
now.
ball like the
I want
Barbie.
you to. I want you to listen here. Listen to
He's
me.
chaps.
Listen to me.
He
I
was
want you
in
to
the
realize-
favelas.
I want you to realize something.
Yes.
That this
Huh?
is not about Casemiro.
It's Casemiro, you idiot. This is taken from United's training video.
This year, with his beard,
Yes.
with his beard.
He shaved the beard now recently, but this was when he came back to training. I saw him I saw the video of him in training. And I was like, who is
I
that?
even saw him
And
play-
then I went to go look, and I was like, that's mad. I promise
Nah,
you,
you know,
this
bro,
is
that's-
real. You can't tell me it's fake when I saw it with my own face.
You know what the thing is, no? A lot of the times, sometimes when someone snaps a picture of you, it can be a picture of a bad snap. And you can look up at you like you said, you saw that Sancho thing. I saw Sancho, he looks okay. He even had like a burst of acceleration.
Yeah, you
in
can
that game.
see he looks chubs.
Nah, that's
even.
always how he's been. How he's looked.
No, his face has never been this full.
1000%.
He has not been this
Casemiro has always had like a full face, bro. I always stepped on it. He's always had that full
Okay,
face.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna Google Casemiro.
You can check, bro. But Casemiro always. I don't know, guys. You can leave in the comments.
Look at
to
the
see.
definition on his chin. Look at his chin.
Nah,
Look how
that's
etched
old.
out he
That's
is.
old Casemiro, bro. Like you see, he's always had a bit of a cheek.
No, he's
He's been a
plump,
cheeky
blood.
guy.
Where's the cheeks there? Where's the
That's
cheeks
for
there? That's
Real Madrid.
Madrid. So that's a year ago.
There as well. It's been. You can see he has that cheek.
No, you can see the definition here. This nigga came back fat, blood.
I think you're just looking.
Ah,
you're looking too deep.
I am not looking deep. Is that looking deep? Does that look deep? Does
I
that
don't
look
think
deep?
so, bro.
And this wasn't, you know what? This wasn't even the picture I saw. That should tell you. That's not even a start. I saw the video, then I went to go search and I saw a different picture of him in a red training bib. And it was at Carrington. That's how I know. That was the picture I saw. He was
Like, and
on the
you're
training ground.
gonna have this conversation and the season's gonna start and Casemiro's gonna look absolutely normal.
Yeah, no, he is.
He's gonna look absolutely normal.
He is, but I wanted to
Jadon
take my
Sancho looked absolutely normal as well. Yeah. He even looked faster when that little burst of, you see that burst of pace of his? Yo, bro.
What burst of pace?
So I think one thing was against you guys when he scored the goals against you guys.
He was fucking played. He had a 3-meter lead.
Yeah, but I never seen Sancho do something like that before. With like, I think someone missed the ball and he just touched the head. I never know. Why did I see him ever do that before?
No,
he
but-
touched the ball head and he just fucking. He was on his bike.
No, he wasn't on his bike.
Look at his bike.
He had a 5-meter lead on the nigga, and the nigga just simply
It was not about the nigga. It was about the kind of touch that he took.
If you're running into space and there's no one near you, you will look fast.
Bro, the thing is,
He didn't break through our
The thing
team.
is, it
He got
wasn't-
a free run
it
in.
wasn't the breakthrough team. You were misunderstanding. Jadon Sancho from what I've seen from Sancho had never taken a touch like that. That's like a pace touch. You know, some players, they like to run with the ball at their feet, like Aaron Robben.
Yeah.
And like some players, they will run with the
They
ball
kick it
and
in.
they will do a touch ahead because they'll know they'll be quick enough to hit it. When I watched Sancho's game, he had never really played that kind of way where he did that kick ahead because I always thought he knew people would catch him. But that was the first time I'd seen that he could actually do that where he did the kick in. And like, he looked like, oh great, he can't get on his bike.
He can't get, there was no bike to get on. He had a 5-meter lead, blood. I would have made it to the goal.
I think
you reading into it because you thought, oh, it's pace.
Bro.
Gabriel was out of the game. When Gabriel missed that ball, he was gone. He was never going to catch Sancho.
But it's not about...
No one was going to catch Sancho.
It's not about
There was no
that,
defender in the world who's going to catch Sancho from there.
It's, yeah, 100%.
Who was going to catch him?
No,
there was no...
If you want to watch it again,
Anyone, I have seen that. I know exactly what you were talking about. I was watching the game live, blood. I know you were sleeping. You weren't watching the game live.
I was watching it live.
He was chatting shit. He was a tipping.
Regardless if you're watching the game live or if you're watching the highlights, it's the same thing happening.
No, it is the same thing.
Like,
but watching something happen in real time and watching a highlight is completely different. You see how the thing developed. And there was no one, once that ball was missed, no? Sancho was gone. There was no one close to Sancho. The ball was missed. The only defender close to Sancho completely missed the ball. He's got a free run in and go.
But look, regardless if someone's going to catch him or not, the thing is, the way he took that touch really impressed me. It showed me they can do that. And I want more of it. I want more of it.
We're just going to sit here. I'm glad we started season 2 off this way. No real direction and just us arguing with each other for the last 30 odd minutes. But let's not drag this one out. It's been time. It's been time.
Yes,
so I think let's just wrap this one up. Let us know what you want to see.
And let us know if Sancho had pace or not. Tell us.
No pace.
Tell us.
No pace.
Tell us. Someone drop in the comments if Sancho was Usain bolting his
sound asleep in his bed. He's talking about things that happen in games he didn't watch.
100%.
I will never accept this. This is a house of soccer.
We need to start adding clips into this thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we need to work on that somehow.
We must not start worrying about like copyright. What are we worrying about copyright anymore?
No, we worry about copyright.
Let's just move back. We're putting in clips. We're putting in fucking.
No, we're not going to go now edit 22 hours. Guys, focus. We've tried our best with the swearing. Let us know if we were any better. It's love.
Much love. GG's.